let's go ahead and just jump right back in. Where we left off last week, or at least somewhere around last week, uh, we just defeated the stranger. And that's what I'm going to stick to calling him for now. Really, in total, we came back with a tree, we burned our wife, and then we went hunting with Artreus, we defeated a troll, and then made our way back here, and that's when the stranger came to find us, and he did very well do so, and we fought him, defeated him, and now we're going to continue onward. I don't know if I've got any skills that I can unlock just yet. Yes, I can. Wait. Nope, I already have that one. I need to... That's something else. Brutal cleaving attack. That one's a good one. This one is also good too. I like the way that one works. It's a good little stunner. That one's also very good as well. Let's see. This one's something we need to unlock here. That is actually, really in a way, this one's kind of essential, but we won't run into enemies that have a shield. I don't think in this beginning section. And this is all for Atreus. Atreus can perform very high stun damage attacks when enemies are near. Those are good. I'm gonna stick not to worrying about Atreus at the moment. I'm going to go with this because it's actually pretty good. Pretty good attack. It hits multiple. It does a pretty decent amount of damage, and I'll probably be using it quite often. So I'm going to stick to it for now.
Whoa. How did this happen?
So hopefully everything captures okay. You know, I'm not going to guarantee that everything's going to come through at 60 and all that kind of stuff like that. There's probably going to be some slight drops, but perhaps not. I think this might be another... It is. Yes! Awesome. So we got the toys and we got some extra XP. So that's good. I had seen it and I was like, wait a second, that's probably... Because if you don't come back, like if you don't get that one and you don't get all of them, you won't get them for quite some time. So it's good to get them now because the only reason you get them is so you can sell them and gain XP. So that's the only real use for them. I don't need any health.
I do not know.
Why do you want with us? We're nobodies. Did you kill him?
I did what had to be done.
So, yeah, I mean, they're just XP and money, essentially, because there's no actual other use for them. Oh, yeah, circle.
Never leave me alone again, alright?
All right.
Even though I'm only streaming in 30 frames per
You've had to kill people
second.
before, haven't you? You're used to it.
We do what we must to survive.
Animals, I get. They're food. Draugr, they're supposed to be dead. But people, they're trying to survive too.
Close your heart to it. On our journey, we will be attacked by all manner of
Try to
creatures.
be quiet during dialogue.
Close your heart to their desperation. Close your heart to their suffering. Do not allow yourself to feel for them. They will not feel for you.
I do like the ambience in this game. It's very good. Got a very Nordic feeling to it. Of course, it's supposed to, but I just like it a lot. But anyway, so like we're going in like 30 frames a second, and I'm trying to stream in 720 because you're probably not going to notice. I mean, honestly, I bought another capture card, by the way. Even though the crackling has been fixed, and I figured out how to fix it today, I still bought another capture card. It's supposed to be, I've looked up the reviews on it. It's supposed to be pretty good. It's something pretty similar to mine. It's from the same people. It's just Elgato, I think. But I think it's a more upgraded version. I don't know if it does 4K or pass-through. I can't remember. I don't think that it does, but it's still good because I don't see any reason in streaming in anything over 720 just because it's unlikely you're going to notice it. And if for some odd reason I do get to the point to where I can stream in like 1080, then, well, 1080 is fine, you know, because I'm not going to even play a game in 4K, honestly. It's too hard to run well. I mean, my computer is built to use 4K, like to utilize it. It's just there is nothing that can play 4K like really, really high. So you can play like 1440 instead of 1080 and all.
Boy.
Yes, sir.
But that is just what it is. I mean, I could definitely play in 1440 and probably have no real problems or
Bucket.
whatever.
An offering cast? Mother said Odin's disciples fill them with gifts and hang them where thieves can't reach them. That one looked really old.
Foolish.
What is? Worshipping the gods?
The gods care nothing for them. Men should not pray to monsters.
Okay, so I had to knock that down because Atreus is just not going to do it. I should have already had done that, honestly. But now I'm standing on the bridge, I guess. So it's not going to go up while I'm standing on it. So if I could, I would do it, but I can't. I can't actually hit the cog. But yeah, I mean, sure, I could play 1440 and everything in games, but it's like I could also set the resolution scaling down and still get a pretty similar effect to 4K that just, you know, looks better than 1080 somewhat. At least in like Mount & Blade Warband, it's like insane the amount of like the difference between if I put it to 1080, 1920 by 1080, and play Mount & Blade Warband on like highest graphics, resolution scale at like the highest, it's just, it looks, and then I could turn it to the 4K and turn the resolution scale down to like 50%, which is, you know, your regular 1080. And it looks fucking incredible. So just gonna bust that open. But yeah, I mean, it looks a lot different. Well, it doesn't look incredible. I shouldn't say incredible, because it doesn't look. It's not an amazing looking game or anything, but it does look good, and I think that the developers did a pretty awesome job on that game. Even though we haven't played any more of it since the last time that we played it, I definitely do want to play more of it. Maybe get some mods or whatever. Another thing would be also to kind of get better at the game. I need to practice a lot, but
Yes.
Friendly?
No.
They'll try and rob us?
Possibly. Yes.
Oh.
yeah, they're going to at some point. But yeah. Okay, so there's our little shortcut or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoyed Mount & Blade. I mean, it's not really much that I can do to say. Like, it just doesn't have the controls that I'd like it to have. I guess that's just something I have to get used to. Not really much that I can do about it.
All this time.
Oops, sorry about that.
Protection stave around our entire woods. But
There
the
we go.
stave's broken there. Did you cut those down?
She had marked the tree she wished used for her pyre.
Why'd you do that?
Come. No looking back now.
So this is one of the things that I didn't entirely get. So he's saying that she marked the trees that she wanted to have cut down for her pyre. What Atreus is trying to say, that somewhere in the magical stave, which is all this stuff here, like all that stuff that you can see, and then of course there's, you know, that's our home just down there, and then it goes all the way around, possibly up through here, maybe, not really sure, but either way, of course there's a hole there now because we busted down, like, obvious, there's like a ton of fucking rocks and trees, but it goes all the way around, and he's saying, I think he says it's like over there or somewhere in there. There's a gap because we cut down the tree that is used as the stave. So that's how staves work, is you basically bind an object to the magic, which would mean that somewhere on these trees she had carved wards of some kind, you know, runes or something that would, you know, create the stave, and then they would all just link somewhere in there, and somewhere out there we cut down one of the parts of the stave, which means that it can't continue. It won't link together, so there will be a hole in it now. So that's just that's how that all works. And when he says you cut that down, but she marked the trees that she wanted as her pyre, it's almost like she wanted that tree cut down. Maybe she didn't know, but it seems like Kratos is thinking about it, and he's like, well, I wonder why. When Atreus mentioned that, he's also curious as well. Oh, excuse me, by the way. He's also curious as well. So, there's that. There's more about her later, of course.
How long will it take to get to the mountain?
I do not know.
Before winter falls?
I do not know.
Okay. I don't see it. Should I fire?
Wait for my mark.
Are we going to attack?
I'll do like the sweeping attack. Did he hit me? Yes, he did. Ooh, I actually hit him and stopped him from attacking me. I didn't really know what he was going to do there. Atreus really doesn't have that speed right now that you'll get in him later. Eventually he's able to fire much faster. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, we're just actually 2, 3. Okay, well that's... that didn't work out. I mean, I know what that means. Yeah. Okay. And 3. Two, 3. Smack him with that shit. There we go.
Pressure on.
So I don't think I can deflect these projectiles back, or I would be openly baiting them to be able to do so. Don't have a lot of attacks yet. Okay, I gotta get rid of these guys. Damn. I mean, I need you to actually shoot that guy, not the guy down on the ground. He doesn't matter. Of course, I could just do that too. Yep, that's not. Yep. Might kill this guy too with that. Hell yeah. Call back to the thing. Try to save our rage for later.
If you want to help, distract them. Whoever is not my focus should be yours, but only when safe to do so.
I can do that. Look there.
So this is a, this is some runes here. Yeah, so that says, what I read it and I remembered exactly what it says. It's welcome Jotnar. But it's like Welkomnir, basically, because the way that they say things in Norse is very, it's like Welkomen, which is like a Velkommen, which is how German people would say like welcome. I'm not necessarily saying
This is something.
I'm not necessarily saying I'm saying it correctly, because I'm not very good at pronouncing German and I don't know a hell lot of words, or a hell of a lot of words. But so that's Wunyo, which is W. That's an E, even though it looks like an M. But that's the M. That's Kinaz, which is actually a K, because there's really no C. And that's an L. That's Laguz. And then that's Othala, which is O. Manaz, which is M. And then this is, I'm pretty sure this is like Yewaz or something like that. It's a weird word, but and that's like Isa, which is I, and then that's Reidho, which is R. I can't remember exactly how to say that rune. That's one of the ones that confuses me quite often. And this is like Gera, which is it may be, I may have pronounced that wrong too, but that's like a J, which would be like a Y. No, that's O again. That's Tyr, which is or Tiwaz, which is T, and then that's oh, excuse me. Pretty sure that's the N actually. That's what is the N rune? How do you say it again? Nautis or something like that. That might be it. And then that's A, and that's R. That's Anzus, which is A, and that should be Welkomnir Jotnar, something like that. Yeah, like that one confuses me. That there's so many of them that have like little lines and weird shit and stuff, and it just every now and again that gets to me. But I do know all of these. Like that was pretty easy to read. And then, like, what they mean and everything is a little different. It's, of course, Manaz is man. Like, Othala is something else. Like, Kinaz is, like, pain, torch, weird shit. Like, Uz is, like, water, I believe. Yira's, like, an actual year, like a season. Tyr is, like, I'm pretty sure that's, like, justice, something like that. Because Tiwaz, because Tyr is the god of justice. And Reidho's, like, writing or, like, rhythm. Things like that, so.
Here. Boy.
There's a Yetner settlement ahead.
Yetnar.
Giants.
You can read the writing.
Some. Just the language is mother now. But they're all sort of connected, so sometimes I can feel my way through stuff I shouldn't know. You know?
No. But what he's saying is he's just adapting. But, like because of languages. Now, I'll connect some of this stuff later. The reason why he's able to do that, you'll find out at the very end of the game why that's happening. I think he's saying Jotnar settlement ahead, but I think he writes in a journal what that actually means. And And all that really is like, that's not, pretty sure that's just common, like, Nordic, essentially. And it may not even be the correct translation. So, I actually haven't done a lot of learning as far as Nordic goes, but I do have a book that's kind of gives some basic idea on how to speak ancient Nordic. It's not a very well known language, and I don't even think people necessarily completely know how to speak it. But the closest the people who speak the closest to Nordic or ancient Nordic these days is the Icelandic people. They speak relatively close to what Nordic used to be.
Speed costs accuracy.
Got it.
He gets more rapid later,
There's a chest
but
over there.
and this here should be. See, I keep forgetting. This here should be a apple or something. Oh no, it's a rune. Okay. No, the apple is the fucking Nordic chest. I'm stupid. But yeah, we're gonna put this on. Cause this is pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I know what to do. But yeah, we're gonna slap that motherfucker on there. Do we have a heavy runic attack? No, we don't have any. Yeah, but Hell's Touch is good. How do we do it again? Oh yeah.
Whoa! How'd you do that?
So I mean, it's gonna recharge a little slow right now, but that's one of the fastest recharging runic attacks in the game. You can get its damage up, I think, just a little bit, but you can definitely get its cooldown up, and it is really useful late whenever you're getting attacked. You can fucking snap that shit up right quick, and you'll do a nice big AoE. It's also useful against other pretty powerful enemies in the game that I'll definitely allow us to discover. So, if I haven't already made mention of them at least once.
There's the mountain! Let's go!
Not yet.
It's fine! See? Father, help!
Hang on!
Hurry! I'm slipping!
Stay
Gotta hang on
calm.
tight.
Almost there.
That wasn't so bad.
Slow down. Your haste will cost us.
Sorry.
I hear a
One
raven.
Draugr. But these aren't moving. Are they dead? I mean, more dead?
No.
Boy.
Not dead, not dead!
Enemy difficulty. Doesn't matter to me, because I'm a relatively experienced player.
Remember, accuracy over speed.
Nice. I think I knocked him off the side. That's good. That was actually a combo I think I just did there. 3. And get this guy. Who's on top? Ooh. Haha. 2, 3. Ooh, that was different. Nope, not today. Probably just kill him there, yeah. So some of them will have like, well, a pretty large majority of them end up having like a weapon and that at the same time. It's pretty annoying, but you know, it is what it is. Them on their own are already bad enough to have to deal with. Damn it! Not exactly what I wanted to... I didn't want to do that either, but okay. Swinging to nothing. Alright.
Is that better?
Take even more time. It does not matter if you fire only once. Show me control.
So you'll see some like binding, or not really binding, but just bonding between. There's that raven.
Look at this.
It's the Eyes of Odin. I'll get to that in a second, but it's interesting to see them develop as characters, because at first, like, Kratos is just like, hey, you know, as things get more serious, Kratos gets a little more strict on Atreus. Atreus develops, you know, certain particular feelings towards Kratos later. They get interesting, but you'll always see how Kratos reacts to his protection of Atreus. Like, he still cares about Atreus, even if he does get pissed at him sometimes, and the way that he acts. But you can see there that when the bridge started to fall, and I think you'll definitely see it more in the game. He turns himself so Atreus is facing up, and Kratos takes the hit instead, which is always nice to see. Okay, this is going to be a little complicated, because that's Urus, which is a U, not an N, because that one's that one. And that one's Perthro, which is like dice cup or chess man. So it's like Kialp or Kalp, Kalpen, and then that's G and an R. I'm not exactly sure how to say that. It's like Kalpender or something like that. Let's
read it.
Oh, this used to be a marketplace. The giants used to gather here to trade with the gods a long time ago. I wonder if Odin was ever here.
Trade grounds. Okay. That's not what I was. That actually right there, that's the runic alphabet. That wasn't what we were reading, but that is the actual runic alphabet and all of its ets. There's phrase et, haggles et. I don't exactly know how you say it. Of course, like, I'm not very good at pronouncing that. And then there's tears et, which is the last one. So I'm not gonna read them all. I'm not gonna tell you all their fucking names, but I do know them. And I'm kind of getting some flashbacks of trying to learn all this now. It's still kind of hazy in my mind. I mean, I know most of them, but there's still some runes that are a little more like, not really obscure per se, but they're strange to remember. But the cool thing about all of them is each et has 8, and there are a total of 24. So, an interesting fact about it. It's very similar to ours, but they didn't have like a C. They don't have like a Z. Really, sort of. It's weird. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't know exactly how to. I don't know exactly how to say that, but it definitely doesn't say anything about. Oh, there's a big man coming. But it definitely doesn't say anything about Jotner. These guys are kind of annoying. Their attacks they'll like attack through. Their attacks hit harder, and they'll sometimes, like, they won't take actual damage because they're a heavier enemy. They do that shit. That shit gets fucking annoying later on when they're really powerful. when the really strong attacks come through like that, and they can hit hard later on, especially in like trials and stuff, they get really fucking annoying. But once you get used to reading their attacks, which is something I'm not entirely used to, you'll start to get the idea that that attack can be really fast. I'm glad you still let me know what was going on there. There we go. Get him. You can like throw him into others. It's obviously better to like throw him off of the side of something so that he doesn't get in the way again. Gotta look out for that attack. They'll get really fucking annoying doing that shit. I hate that fucking shit sometimes. When they start hitting really fucking hard later, and there's kind of like that small like gap in between your power and theirs, it gets to be a pretty big pain in the ass. But yeah, they'll fucking, especially when you're low on health and you're trying to clutch shit, and all of a sudden one of them come up and just, I'ma stab you. You know, like that gets really annoying. But it's all good because like I'm not really necessarily going for like a permadeath experience or some shit like that, or just anything crazy. Obviously, I think we've died already once, but maybe. I can't remember.
Right up there. Look, an opening.
Oh no.
Do you hear that? What is it?
We will see. Stay close.
I hate revenants. That's what this is. It's basically like a witch. They're very annoying and they get on my fucking nerves. The best way to deal with them, I think in my opinion, is later you'll get better arrows as Atreus. And they can lock them in place when you electrocute them. They're basically like electric arrows. There's another good thing is to like stun them. But to electrify them like that keeps them from zipping around, which you're going to see plenty of throughout my playthrough. So, but yeah.
So we're going towards the scary scene?
Kratos is not afraid. I like to do this sometimes, just be like, boom, hit that guy, figure that out. I don't see that to be a pressing matter to do so, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, see, she does that shit right there. That shit gets really annoying. Eventually, she gets to where she'll fucking dodge Atreus' fucking arrows and shit. She also has a melee attack that can sometimes get somewhat annoying. She likes to do this shit where she'll stay in that until you back away and give her some space. Usually they're not on the battlefield alone anyway. Their projectiles or what they do there also seeks. It's annoying. She'll get stunned and then she'll fucking like sit there until the stun goes away. She'll like keep zipping around where she can't be hit, and then she'll just be there until the stun goes away. It's pretty annoying, and I can't stand revenants. They're the bane of my existence. Usually they don't come along in pretty stressful situations, but they can. Once you get used to dealing with them, they're not that bad, but I prefer just not to deal with them at all. Or I would prefer not to deal with them at all. I still have to deal with them because they're here. And that's just something that has to be done. But I still hate it, and I'm going to complain the whole time. When I die to them, and I probably will, at least once or twice, I like to try to prioritize them.
I told you, boy. I know nothing more of it.
I usually try to prioritize them first, get them out of the way, but sometimes it's easier just to get Atreus to kind of hit them a little bit, stun them up, and then you can worry about other creatures. Ooh, this is a pretty strong enemy. You can see there how his attack isn't necessarily. I cannot block that attack. When it comes in red like that, I cannot block it. I mean, I can deal with him at range. I can do, you know, that and go in for a few hits, try to cheese a few things, but he's a pretty strong enemy. I'm just gonna try to stay away from him. The purple bars, like, I don't like dealing with purple bars, and I definitely don't like dealing with purple bars on these guys in particular. Ooh. I don't need to get greedy on shit like that either, but whew. I just want this loot, and I'd rather not leave him, because I could just be like, I'll just walk away, but
What's that?
I mean, even though 3, like, we're just like level 1, and we fought level 2s, but and the gap gets wider eventually, where it's like 2 levels above you doesn't always mean that they're going to be difficult. Eventually, there's also green, and there's yellow, and then there's like orange, and then there's the purple. I don't think there's ever a red. I've never encountered that
You don't
anyway.
suppose Revenant travel in the past, do you? And there's a bunch of them waiting up there for us? And they're really mad?
Boy,
Sorry. Imagination.
Yeah, sure. Imagination. We don't have another runic attack yet, I don't think. I don't even know exactly what I've got. I'm going to go with this one. I really like this attack, and you'll see me use it later on in the ways that I like to use it. Tries to help enemies. No, let's go with this one. The if you get to an enemy's back with that attack, you can deal some pretty significant stun damage rather quickly, and it really does do the job. So I like doing it. There will be plenty of loot hanging around that I can get.
I guess we need to get back up there. But how?
follow me.
Big sip. Let's open this up, see what we get. Probably just money and shit. Oh yeah, we get the we get some shit that is actually useful. I was like, wait a second, what the fuck? Let's go ahead and take care of him. Some health crystal here, which is useful. Since this is not a new game plus, oh hey, a little higher. No, a little higher. Yeah. What was I saying again? Since this isn't necessarily new game plus, I don't think that I'm gonna get the I don't think that I'm gonna get the
You said people might try and rob us. I'll kill them if they try. I'm not afraid.
If we encounter men, you will stay out of it. Understand?
But
nice.
You will stay out of it, boy. Speak no more of this.
He says we'll stay. He says you'll stay out of it because he was like, I'll kill him. You know, like Kratos doesn't want to have to hear that. So there's an ordinary chest, so that's good. What was I saying again? It's doubtful that we're gonna get this. There's a really nice armor for Atreus that's actually very useful. It has like all of his perks all in one. It's actually really good, and I think that it's one of the more useful ones, of course. But and you'll see some of that stuff later, like what it does and everything. It's like gives you extra health crystals, like an extra shot, or just like more accuracy, more melee damage, or something like that. Oh, I'm coming. Yeah. Ooh. Also. Not today, though. Not today. I'm not gonna go. I'm not fucking going down to a goddamn Draugr yet. Is there more? Okay, it's calming down. Never mind. This is a
Look here.
shrine.
It says his name is Hrungnir.
Yeah.
Mother told me about him. A giant warrior made of stone. Looks like he was in a pretty big battle. Odin's there, Thor, even the world serpent.
Yeah.
Oh, Thor must have smashed his head apart. See?
Yes.
But look, Hrungnir's body squished him.
Yep.
Idiot.
So this is a says stammer. Because this here, it's not curved. It's not always curved anyway. That's a th sound. It's a th, like the, but th. That's Fremir or Fermir, something like that. That says, is that the, I think that is. It's like Freyu, because that's like a, I think that's a fucking uruz on the end of that, so it's like a U sound. I can't really see. But I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but he does say Hrungnir, which is like Hruo N. Well, it's like Hrungnir. It's not Hrung because there's no G. Actually, no, excuse me. That is because I'm reading that as a thalit. That's actually Ingwaz, which is like a ing sound. So that's Hrungnir, which is there. I'm not gonna read that though, because like I probably cannot pronounce that. Cause that's like F and then H, or something, or A and then H. Excuse me. That's A H and then L. I don't fuck with that. It's like A or something. I'm not even gonna worry too much about that. But that's Thor, and that's Odin, which is actually funny because that's Dagaz, which is D, and in some cases that's Thorn, which in some cases goes there. And the D and the I, which is like, so the Dagaz and the Isa, or the Isa, they get canceled out, and it just has the that, so it's just Othin. So the ways to say it. So that's that says Magni, and that says Modi. That says Heffend. I don't know though. But this is actually, this part here is a story in Norse lore. Now, I don't know if necessarily the word world serpent is during this part. Actually, so what happens here is Hrungnir is he's made out of like stone, And in some stories, he has like stone armor. He like shows up and he's like, they think because he's a fucking dumbass. He's like the biggest fucking idiot known to mankind. And he like challenges all the gods to like drinking or something similar to that. Or no, he doesn't do that. They get him drunk, and he's like, I'm gonna like lay with all your women and all this shit like that. And they're like, okay, you know, that's funny. But then Thor shows up, and Thor's like the ultimate giant killer. And he's like, I'm not gonna have any of this. I don't take kindly to his foolishness, essentially. So Hrungnir challenges him to a fight. And they go outside, and Thor basically uses Mjolnir to crush old homie's head. And then Hrungnir falls on top of him. I don't think that always happens. There's like different tellings of every story. But this here, when he crushes his head, because the idea is that he's made out of stone, but then there's the other one that he's just wearing a big ass stone suit. But either way, when he busts his head open, all these little pieces here, the idea is that whenever he crushed his head and all the pieces flew everywhere, Thor had basically spread flint across the entire world. So he's the purpose. The reason that flint exists was because he crushed Hrungnir's head with Mjolnir. So, I don't think that it's always a thing that Hrungnir falls on top of Odin. Or not Odin, but Thor. Excuse me. I don't know why. I guess I'm just tired. But yeah, he's supposed to be like really strong and all that shit, and then Thor just like busts his fucking head open. And of course, in a lot of cases, it's like, oh, you know, in this game in particular, it tries to make the seem like bad guys, like Hrungnir. Who the fuck was he? You know, he just got his ass beat by Thor. Thor's an idiot. All that stuff like that. But really, it's like, you know, gods were pretty flawed back during the Nordic times. Like, they weren't like immaculate beings. So in these tales were usually just mythological. Some of them may have happened, may have not happened, and that's the whole point of a tale, is because you're never really sure. Even I'm not sure. But I mean, even I'm not sure, I say. Really, it's like, in my case, it's almost like seeing the Bible and being like, oh, hey, is that really true? You're like supposed to believe everything kind of thing, but I don't necessarily know for sure. I mean, tales are tales, right? So it's whatever. But I really do. I like how they portray this stuff. In some cases, it's inaccurate. Others, it isn't necessarily inaccurate. But in this case, I don't believe Hrungnir was actually in a fight with them. I think he got a little rowdy, but you know, mostly everybody just thought it was hilarious. And then Thor comes along and just busts his fucking head open in a duel, essentially. I'll have to look that up just to confirm, because I'm pretty sure that's the case. I don't want to go spouting all that and be like, yeah, that's exactly what happened, when I'm not entirely sure. So I would go and look it up for yourself, because there's a lot of nice, really neat Nordic sagas that you can read up, and I like them. They're really cool stories. So I didn't need that, but I took it anyway.
What's that over there?
I think that's our way up. We don't need to go that way just yet. I do really enjoy being able to explain these things. This is what I like about God of War, and like my particular, not really, I wouldn't even say expertise, but my enthusiasm for Nordic culture and you know, sagas, myths, lore, whatever you want to say. I do like all of it very much, and I like to try to kind of clear the air some on this kind of stuff. I take this because I don't need it, so it just gets like a couple of XP points. But yeah, it's like I really love, you know, Norse mythology, and I like the stuff that is mentioned within it. So if I can,
Sir,
I will
I've seen this
try
language
to
before.
point out this stuff the best that I can. Okay. Like, I wonder if there's something I'm like supposed to be getting, or if I missed something, or if that's just noise, ambience, I should say. I'll try to like point out some really neat stuff along the way that will be really cool to actually hear about. But I mean, I can look it up, but I'm not going to actually pause the stream just to look this up. Oh, hey, it's one of these guys. Dumbass. I think there should be more. No? Oop. Oh shit, where did he come from?
I'm ready.
Got the Scooby-Doo laugh. Woo. I think Atreus got knocked over. That kind of stuff happens in the beginning, but doesn't happen so much later, which is something that's neat about his development as a character. Is the way that he stops doing that stuff later. Like, he gets better at keeping his balance and avoiding enemies so they don't hit him and knock him over. Heavy Draugr are pretty common to do that, but because they will actually legitimately target him. And they don't actually grab him a lot later, and I don't know if that's just because I don't know if that's just because, you know, it was no longer a mechanic you had to worry about. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Woo!
Only 2 left.
Nice. Coming along, okay. That didn't quite work out in time, but 2, 3, and then that was a completely different combo. Just kind of ripped them apart.
I'm ready.
Did okay there.
Tough stuff.
Well fought.
Kratos will make comments on Atreus's like ability. If you don't do anything, he doesn't really say anything much, but you can actually, the more that you use Atreus and utilize him properly, the more Kratos will comment on it and be like, hey, you know, good job. excellent work. Because he just did there. I don't think he always does. But... do that there.
You did it.
Nice. Okay.
All these dead. You think it's safe in there?
You think it's safer out here?
So, actually, speaking of the Norse mythology and the stories and everything, if you're ever interested, probably my favorite website, also by a, it's made by a man, the website's hosted by a guy who is probably one of a very well-spoken author on, you know, Norse mythology and their religion. His name is Daniel McCoy, and he writes a book named The Viking. It's right there. Actually, it's The Viking Spirit. There's the Viking Way and the Viking Spirit. The Viking Way is a huge book. It's a much more advanced book than the Viking Spirit, but the Viking Spirit is like a shorter, more compact, very well written book. That's besides the point, though. The website is called NorseMythology.org. It's basically just like it's a website based around accurate description of Norse mythology, the myths, and the actuality of it, kind of like how it is accurately portrayed historically, not just by myths and the sagas written by Snorri, so like the Edda, the poetic Edda, which is like Snorri Sturluson, I think is his name.
Ready.
I wouldn't say necessarily you can't read that. There's some accuracy to it, but there's also some inaccuracies. Snorri wrote that stuff after the with very little actual historical accuracy. He wrote this stuff, and Snorri himself, I'm pretty sure, was a Christian. This was kind of after the conversion period. There was like the time where Protestant Christianity began to overtake the Norse religion, and the Norse religion became banned as heresy and pagan. So obviously, so that, you know, is bad for them. So they banned it and made it forbidden for thousands of years. Or like 1,000 some odd years or whatever. Definitely look some of that stuff up and take a look at it for yourself. He does a lot of awesome stuff. His writing is really good. He's very well spoken, and I like him a lot. So give it a shot and try it for yourself. So I think tonight I'm going to try to get to the lake.
What's that smell?
Hellwalkers? They're untouched. Look. Someone start the fires! Sigmund, your knives! So many days without meat.
Meat? Wait, us?
Behind me.
What if they change like the others? We'll have to keep them alive. Strip off their meat. A little at a time.
This fight is mine alone.
So
Remember to keep him alive!
Atreus isn't going to help during this part because, you know, Kratos said specifically, like, avoid confrontation with people. Yeah, he's just one man, but he's also like a god. Should be relatively weak. Should be able to get where I can hit him. There we go. Oh, hey.
Father, help me!
Atreus!
Crunched him.
Close your heart to it. Come then. We have a long journey. Wait here.
Kind of interrupted a nice little part between Kratos and the boy there, but that's okay. So basically, I'm not gonna spoil anything by saying it, but you never actually fight humans again in this game. Like, it never happens. You fight like you fight Reavers, but they're like, it's like Satyr, which is like forbidden magic or whatever. I shouldn't even be doing that. Please put the axe up, Kratos. No. Big old Spartan kick. But yeah, I mean, you really just fight these kind of things again. It'll kind of, it alludes later to the reason why this happened. So I'll talk about it when it does happen. I'll talk about it.
They came back.
It is finished.
I want to leave here.
And collect yourself. We must find a way out. Here.
There we go.
Find something to pull me up.
Okay.
Atreus. The chain.
The chain. Right.
You are in your head, boy. Let it go. He would have killed you.
I know, I had to do it. I do know that, I just...
And we will go home, boy.
What?
To give up this easily. So close to the start.
Wait, no. I'm not giving up. I can do this. I just have to, you know, catch my breath. Come on up. I'm ready.
Just give him a little bit of an incentive. Some people could see that as, like toxic parenting. It's kind of like, almost like gaslighting. In a way, it's like, oh, you don't want to do this? Well, we'll just go back home. But I mean, sometimes you need
Listen to me.
that kind of stuff
To be
to get you
effective
through.
in combat, a warrior must not feel for his enemy. The road ahead is long and unforgiving. No place for a boy. You must be a warrior.
I understand.
I'm not gonna knock these down because these are... I don't know if I can knock them down, but I'm gonna try not to do so. I think... I'm not sure if that's the way to go. Can't remember. I don't think we came this way, did we? I don't think so. What is this way again? I think it's just the way to get... Okay, so we can go back down and around. But I'm not going to do that. Like, why the fuck would I? I think it's collectible, yeah? Yeah, the faces of magic. I don't think... These might... I don't know if I'll be able to get all these. I may have missed one by now. But they're... There's one of them I don't think you can actually ever get again. I don't remember if you actually can or not. So that's something we'll have to worry about later. I don't think I've trailed off any conversations, have I? I hope not.
Can't get this slow-eyed cocklump to cross the bridge.
It's because she's scared of something in the trees over there.
There's what now?
Father, throw your axe at those trees on the other side of the bridge. The ones with the white trunks.
Make trees jiggle.
You were right. Say, you must be smart or something, boy. You are a boy, aren't you? Ha!
Does she have a name?
I don't know. Rude bastard ain't ever asked mine, so I ain't ever asked hers. Ha!
What's yours?
Brock.
Better look at.
Say, you're not gonna believe me, but that axe you got, it was me what made her. Me and my brother. Was one of our best. So don't let nobody else go work on her except for us two. You gotta handle her special, or she'll wreck beyond fixing. I can enhance her for you right now if it so pleases you, son of a bitch. So what say you?
You are right. I do not believe you. Come, boy.
There's a rune in the shape of a fork under the grip. Oh, dear That was our brand, my brother and me, before we split.
I'll talk
I got
about
half
that
of it
later,
right
too.
Here, see? Look, you want I should upgrade her or not?
Very well. I expect an improvement.
I think he's just gonna carry it.
So, where's the other half of the brand?
All my dumb brothers got it. But I got all the talent. Look! Let's get to it.
Yes, sir. Let's go. So this is something we have to get as we go through. Then it just gives us the ability to actually upgrade the axe. It's talking about all this stuff that's not even important for you because okay, I mean, I understand. Yeah. But I'm just... Please. Yes. Okay. Please. Please. Okay. Anyway, he actually does improve it pretty much every time. It does start to look different, which is always nice. But, And you don't even need to know half of this stuff anyway, because it's more important for me to know. So, I mean, we got plenty of hack silver. We could really
Say
get
the word, kid.
anything, but I know what I'm gonna get, which one of them is going to be this.
You know, being small like us, that's natural. That's it.
You see, that right there actually is funny because, he's like, I don't think it's necessarily that he's actually referencing D&D, but that is actually a mechanic in D&D, at least like maybe like first and second edition. And I don't know if it comes up later or not, but I'm pretty sure like at least like hobbits, dwarves, things like that, halflings, dwarves, gnomes, or whatever, if gnomes even exist in some D&Ds. I'm not even sure because I've only played first and second. Anyway, they get a natural AC. They're just harder to hit because they're small. So,
Oh, you make up your mind? What can I get you, you little fart?
I can't upgrade his bow. That upgrade gives me some skills to put
don't
in,
look
but
now, but our friends who were hiding in the trees are back for more. Go on, give that axe a twirl.
You got me behind there?
As long as you don't break nothing.
damn you, fucking bastard. There we go. Ooh, no. That came at me a lot faster than I expected it to. I did not time that one correctly, but that's okay.
See what my touch from?
Adequate.
You know what's adequate? That foot. You step in shit.
Perhaps. I don't know. Ow. Okay. I don't know why I did that, but I'm just going to use it.
Your paw can kill. You gonna learn to do that too?
I'm not sure.
This road, it leads to the mountain.
Should put you in the right direction, sure. Want to see my wares again?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I didn't even see this yet.
I enjoy Brock as a character, because I think he's really funny, and he offers some good, he offers like a lighter feel, even though he's like an asshole, he offers a lighter feel to the game that's otherwise in some instances can really be believed to be pretty grim. So in Norse life, like back in those times, it was life was pretty shitty. I mean, your life expectancy was pretty bad, and everywhere you went and everything you did, you should at least expect at some point or another there's probably going to be someone that's going to try to kill you. And you needed to be ready for
to
that.
fight alone.
I did.
People are one thing. Everything else you fight. Until I say stop or we are dead. Understand? Pull your weight or we go home. Good then.
Pick me up one of them things.
Wait, we're back here again.
I mean, we're not staying here. I'm gonna go turn right the fuck back around. But yeah, I mean, it is, and the environment was not always the greatest either, you know. So you had a lot to deal with back in these times, especially as a child or an older man. In Kratos' case, like, and in Atreus' case, it's just not quite the same.
Come.
But
It was nice meeting you, Brock. I'll be thinking of a name for your beast.
How about I name her fucking gratitude? Fucking gratitude. Come over here. I like it.
Kind of dodge around a little bit. Doesn't make you faster. Gonna need that.
This way.
Okay, I think this is kind of like a puzzle in here. Something like that. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember. Hey, there's fucking... That's Odin fucking Slipner.
That looks inviting.
Which I can't wait to see how they do that for the next game. Because I'm very excited. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I am all the more ready to see. Nope. I think stuff attacks us over here. If I remember correctly. Oh, and by the way...
It's going back down again!
Yes, of course. I mean, I know what it does. I'm just gonna get this. More materials.
Wait there.
I'm pretty sure... I don't think they can actually come over here. Not positive, but... I mean... Oh, yes, he can. And they're going to. There's actually a secret above the thing that we need to get to. Pretty sure we're probably going to get attacks in more of it. I can take it. Ow. I forget. Why he isn't exactly doing anything, I don't know. I mean, I know what it's doing, Atreus. Woo! Knock that back up. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Oh, excuse me. Hello, sir. Oof. Ow. God damn it. Damn it, you're annoying. Shut up, Atreus. Damn you. God. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, dying to these guys. Come on. Just like hit him in the face with it.
Atreus, to me.
Okay. That fucking deals with that dumbass shit. I hate them. I don't like the way that they fucking attack, and of course I'm like too busy worrying about the thing falling from the fucking ceiling, so that's that didn't help any. But yeah, it should be okay.
Now, boy.
Let's not continue just yet. Just hold on now. So there's an Ornir chest there. Is there anything below or above? I hear something. Pretty sure that's above me. Let's see. I think we can get in there. If we can't get in there, we can still go through. This will lower. I'm pretty sure there's one hidden inside of it, actually. Can't remember for sure. We'll find out here soon enough.
I think this is something.
It's funny because I don't know how anything like that had
Trust
ever
I will
really
not
been
let
made.
us die.
Let me see. I don't want to do that because I'm pretty sure that just puts us back at the start. There's one of them there. We will need to raise ourselves up. Yeah, only one, but where is it? Pretty grisly little sight there. Oop. There you are. Yeah, okay, we gotta actually wait for it to drop all the way. I don't know why I tried to raise me back up. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? You know, a fun fact, the professor of, so here in Colorado, there's actually a very famous, and I say famous and I don't even remember the dude's name. He's a professor of the Nordic mythology and like their studies, the cultural studies. And it's actually here in University of Colorado. And I'm pretty sure that's also considered Denver. He's a pretty interesting guy. He's wrote a good few books, and I think he's probably just as well written as anyone else. But of course, he only does all the
Never
studies.
been this close to the mountain before. Looks so big. Wish Mom was here to see it.
Once again,
Come, boy.
I can't believe I can't remember the guy's name. I'm not gonna sit here all day and try to think of it, but if I could, I would definitely go to meet the guy. But like I say, he does all the history, so that
Hey, look at that.
includes
What is it?
Boy.
that includes
Look,
things like
There are runes written along
the
side.
Eddas and all the sagas and historical aspects, just the culture in itself, some of the religion. It's very interesting.
Do you want me to read these runes?
What does it say?
As we are, we two, we three. As I alone can never be.
A riddle.
Maybe there's a clue around here.
I cannot remember the answer to this.
Seems like maybe those rings should be... The rings are turning. Come back down.
There we go. Okay, we need to stop them from moving at the right time. Do wait until they line up.
I think that
There's
part's
good.
right.
And then I just need to wait. This one,
Oh, I think you broke it.
I may have. Then we can go for the inside part again, I believe. Oh, no, not there.
Hey, that looks right. That's it. I see rooms.
Huh.
Boy, what do those runes say?
Oh, it says family. It's
Right,
not a
okay.
clue. It's the answer. What I alone can never be. Right?
Family.
Use your knife and trace the runes into the sand.
Really? Kinslow. Something happened.
Ooh! I got it now.
It worked.
That must be, he says Kinslow. Or Kinsloth. Which is, I mean, of course that, so kin is like people, you know, that's a kind of common word. It's like people who are related to you and all. That daggum, the one that looks like a 3, I'm pretty sure that's S, which is like Cirillo, I believe. Can't remember. Pretty sure. Because, I mean, he basically says S, like, without a doubt. So, hold on one second. I'm going to take, like, a quick break. I don't think that we're going to actually make it to the lake today. We might. I'm not sure. But the first thing that I'm going to have to do, regardless of that, is I'm going to need to get some more water before I carry on. We're only at about an hour and a half time-wise. So just give me 1 second while I go grab some water, right quick. Whew, it's good to have some water, I'm telling you. Stay hydrated at all times, ladies and gentlemen, as best you can. Even I have a hard time doing that sometimes. Okay, cool. He's already got it equipped. So our second bit of it's our second bit of skills here. I don't think, yeah, I can't afford these yet. It's no big deal. Let's see what some of these. Okay, they cost 1,000 as well. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my top tree. That's like a big attack, and this is useful
I'm happy with
if
my
you stun
blow,
them.
but
So
I'm happier we're leaving this place.
It is behind us now.
I don't know what that's all about. Don't know if that's like a piece of a puzzle or something. Before going this way, because he seems to kind of be trying to guide me the direction we need to go. Let's go over here. And another mask. Good. Yay.
What's that up there?
I don't know. I'm coming. Let's see if we can find out. Looks like a raven. Hey, you fucking bastard. There we go. I'll kill them if I come across them, but I'm not going to worry about 100% completion because, as you can clearly see, we've done all that. I've done everything. I've done it all. It was an easy game to platinum, honestly. In my opinion.
Boy, these tracks.
A boar, maybe? Not sure, but I'll find it.
Go. It is important for a warrior to keep his skills sharp.
Okay, so this troll in particular, you can stun them when they do that. That's always fun to do. They're honestly, I mean, they're I can hit him in the arm to stop him from doing that too, but their moves don't usually vary a whole lot. They just do that fucking little stomp attack, and that kind of gets annoying. Yeah. And now there's some fucking bastards here to fuck with me. Good thing they're relatively weak. For now. Yeah, fucker. So Brenna Daldi, which is how you would say that. It says it's kind of like you're reading it Daldi, but that D would be pronounced with the like the thorn. I don't exactly know what that means. I think it could be like bringer of death or something like that, or like brings death, some crap. Yeah, like that. Ooh. Get some good hits in there. That, did you see that? Did you see the fucking axe do that shit? That was funny. Ow. Okay. Let me actually go get this health stone. I don't know why I almost called it a health kit. It's not a kit. It's a fucking... It's a little crystal. I think Atreus describes it as a healing stone. Are you? I can't remember if you ever get to the point where you can send those back at him. I think you can later. Not sure. I wouldn't quote me on it. Okay, I need to get in close. Yeah. Oh, he's going on a rampage. Trying to stun his ass up. Ouch. I dodged right into it too. Got hit by a big ass rock. Getting angry again? Yeah. Yeah, well, here I am. You're basically dead there. But just add some insult to the injury. And you might be. Ooh. Oh, good. Excellent. Okay. I know how to use it. I just wanted to know what it did really. So it doesn't really say what is. That's like, okay. So yeah, there's how you that D. That's like common, I think, in Icelandic now. So. And then that's Dalvi, which I'm pretty sure that's death. Pretty sure that means something about death. I think. I'm not sure. You might not want to quote me on it. You could look it up and try to find out, but I think that I'm right about that. Especially if you're like somehow or another someone from Iceland actually fucking like watches this or something. you probably know how to say those words. I'm not going to say that Santa Monica didn't do the research necessary to provide an accurate experience. I think that they did, and they just, you know, changed up some stuff just for the sake of the story and everything, which would make sense. And I'm not mad at. I mean, it's heretic. It's heretical. Essentially, should probably be the word that I should say there. I'm not entirely sure of the context, but I mean. For me, it's heresy.
Here. What does it say?
The runes symbolize the three Nornir,
Nornir.
the Fates.
Fates. No good comes from them.
Okay.
He's like, what? The three Fates. Yeah, the Nornir, or the Norn. Whatever. I think both of them work, but... Ooh, almost. Try that again. A little inaccurate. God damn it. Come on now. Ah, God. Shut up, Atreus. That one will keep resonating. And then I have time to go here, get this one, and then this one.
Get over the chest now.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, great. Excellent. Got a max health increase, and that's pretty substantial. You can always get more. Nice. What is up here? Oh yeah, it's this thing. It's a lore tablet.
Boy, over here.
Huh. Interesting. I may want to write that down.
And then he'll write that down and you can actually read it. You see, here's an interesting thing. You'll read there, it says, deliver Midgard from Hell's Wild Hunt. It's very funny, because if you actually look up, and that website that I was talking about earlier, if you go to that website, he talks about the Wild Hunt. The Wild Hunt's actually led by Odin, I'm pretty sure. At least that's what it says. So it's pretty funny they say, you know, deliver Midgard from Hell's Wild Hunt, which, I mean, I suppose in a way, who else would be able to stop the Wild Hunt but Odin if he's a part of it? That's why he said I don't think Odin got the message or he didn't care. Probably he just didn't care. So, save our souls that we may serve you evermore. Yeah. It's there. So that's like the Witcher has like Witcher 3 and Wild Hunt. You know, we all know that. It's kind of like interesting that the Wild Hunt is really in Nordic lore. Is like they're kind of like I'm not exactly sure if I could say like Grim Reapers or something like that exactly. It's very strange to kind of explain, but that website does explain it very
I
well.
hear your animal ahead.
I knew there was a
chest, whose hide is thick.
But
Ding.
I hit it, didn't I? I did what you said and it looked like it bounced off. Could the board be magical?
What do you think?
It looked weirder than any board I've ever seen.
Get after it then.
And there's a raven here. Where is he? I want to make sure I get this one. I mean, of course, not only because we're encountering it now. Oh, there you are.
Stay alert.
More of those people?
Something else.
I wonder what could have happened
Bodies
here.
are those weird dead things.
Are those weird dead things? No doubt. I think everything here is dead, but... Tiny house, which was
There's others
accurate.
here, too. They must have been fighting?
Because, I mean, houses during this time, they weren't very big. They kind of sucked. I would have hated to live in one. I mean, of course, I mean, it probably wasn't that bad, but, I mean, you're living there your whole life, essentially. Your life was still short, though. And so I guess there wasn't really that much to worry about if your life is incredibly short. It's probably rather cozy. Probably gets cold as fuck, though. I would imagine.
Hey, come look at this.
Yeah, I got shot up. That's what happened. Yeah, I can make that house collapse. Something behind here. I don't think that's a mask, is it? It is. Very good. Oh, hey. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Oh, I think I can probably kill him with the axe, so. It's those one guys that you can't really do that with. They're
Ran under.
pretty difficult to deal with just the axe. I think you can, in some circumstances, do damage to them with just the axe, but either way, I would just, like, not do it. Just use your hands. They, later on, especially during these trials that you can do in the game, which are like, you know, big challenges and stuff, they can attack rather rapidly. They'll get one hit on you, and then they'll just keep smacking you until you block them. So... Ooh, I'm getting tired.
I got it. Elbow up, steady hand, relax. Accuracy over speed. Yes!
Do not lose it.
Uh-oh.
Boy?
You think that fucking Kratos is gonna get mad about that? Because if you don't, then you're wrong.
Boy!
I found it!
There is nothing to find here, by the way. It's just whether or not you're going to be able to get out of here.
Slowing down!
Wait for me, boy!
Father, over here!
I mean, you can run if you want.
Atreus!
Oh, he went this way. You can kind of, yeah, you can kind of like use your, use sound.
I'm sorry.
Atreus!
We didn't know he belonged to anyone.
He doesn't. He's my friend.
The boy was following my command.
Then help fix this. Hold here, please. Hold, I said. He's losing blood. The last of his kind in all the realm, and you shoot him. You needed food?
Target practice.
Target practice.
I'm so sorry.
Keep that pressure on. The brain is mine.
Target
She'll get a
practice.
closer eye.
Will he die?
I will not let him. You. The arrow cut a tight way inside him. Find both ends and hold them tightly. Start with the left side. Grab it and hold.
Okay.
Now the right side. Hold it tight. Good. Now pull them together. Line them up. So now.
You're a witch.
I can't finish the healing here. My home is just beyond the trees there. You will carry him.
Trees? That's not trees, but
He must not die. Good.
forget what she
He
says
seems
his name
stable and
is.
calm for now. Graythaw. This way.
Hildathini, something like that? I can't remember.
That bow's a little big for you, isn't it?
My mother made it for me. Said I'd grow into it.
I've never seen you in these woods. She must miss you being away from home.
She's dead. We're taking her ashes to the highest peak in the realms.
Ashes?
It was her last wish.
Boy,
I'm sorry.
Just, hey, don't tell her that. Hey, I mean, like, y'all could walk a
We're
little
here.
bit
We
slower.
live in a tree?
Not in it. Below it. Emily!
Look!
It's all right.
Is he friendly?
boy.
I promise you, he's safe.
It's one of the white stags again.
He won't hurt anyone.
See Atreus, like, he just, like, instantly knows this stuff. And, of course, there's reasons. Like, obviously, it's, by now, you kind of get the idea he can talk to animals and everything.
Quickly.
Oh, come on, pig. I'm trying.
Place him on the stave there. Keep him still.
I don't know. He keep his own ass still. Like, goddamn.
You live alone?
Like, obviously, he's not a fucking. He's not just a boar.
Boy,
Well, you don't.
Hold him still before he hurts himself. Good. Easy. Rest now. I need 2 more things. Fresh red root grows just behind the house. Can you pull a cluster?
Like how he looks to Kratos, just be like, "Hey, can I do that?" And
What
he's
else?
like, "Yep."
I know you're a god. Not of this realm, but there's no mistaking it.
Just
He
gonna
doesn't
hit
know,
us with
does he?
that right there.
About your true nature? Or his own?
that is none of your concern.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. I know. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult. The boy will want answers.
I think they already have.
Whatever you're hiding, you cannot protect him forever. But you're right. Doesn't concern me. I also need lamb's cress. Do you mind? It's a white petal flower in my garden. Just a handful.
Fine. Lamb's cress.
Just, yeah, okay. Fine, I'll go do it. It said white petal. I mean, I guess... No, that's fish. I'm like, it looks kind of like a flower. But it isn't. I love the way he picks it up. Just let me grab that. Very pretty. It's a pretty forest. I love the forest. Okay, anyway,
Can you help? I can't quite get it.
Would this help?
I dropped it?
When you were chasing the animal.
What's wrong with me? If I lost it, then...
You did lose it.
I'll take better care of it from now on.
and he's right. Just, you already did lose it. I found it. It's a lot about how, like, my dad would act, like, back in the day. If I ever lost anything, he'd say the same shit. Just, you did lose it. I just found it for you, so. Yeah, just slam that door open like that.
Exactly what I need.
It was just like not even like actually
So he's gonna live?
you know, pummel that shit into something.
Then we are leaving.
Wait. Not without thanks.
It's not.
You want solitude? This mark will hide you from those who might make your journey difficult.
Yeah.
Moving on.
It's the helm of all, actually, which is not anything you use to hide.
Moving on. Himalay. There's a shortcut below the house.
There's
that
another
leads safely
there's
out
another
of these
term
woods.
for
Follow this path down.
the helm of all. I just
Then
cannot
head towards
remember
daylight.
exactly what it is.
Will we see you again?
I just can't remember how to
As
say
much
it.
or as little as you like. Now get out of here.
Like, out of all things, I can't remember how to actually say that. It's a interesting word, but unless that's Vigsvir, which is like a
This underground
Vigsvir or some
passage
crap.
will
You know,
lead
who
back
knows
to
how
the
you want
mountain.
to really say
Just
it,
use
but
the road.
she gets.
Wait,
It says the compass,
and take this.
so it's
You can use
most
it to
likely
orient
the
yourself
runic
and navigate
compass,
the world.
but it doesn't
It
exactly
will
look like
always
it.
steer you towards your goals.
Well, she said she just gave it to me. But what is on our neck, like, it looks like the Helm of All, which is like, I'm telling you, that's to get it. It's not to hide you.
I see a boat.
Ooh, these fucking dumbass things that I hate very, very much. They're not entirely like threatening at all times. They can be, but It's not often.
Mom used to tell me about them. Didn't think they were actually real.
Nightmares.
Yeah. They give people nightmares. Or they are nightmares. I don't remember which. I wish I could ask.
Both. This was just, what, was it too much to ask for both? No, but I mean, they're not much of a threat. They can just be annoying. Sometimes they'll like try to come at you and like blow up. There are other things that they'll do, like they'll shoot projectiles. Sometimes they can shoot rather rapidly. They can get relatively annoying to deal with. You are dead. Not big surprise. I believe I can actually dump this in here. I can't solve every puzzle in here just yet. And you are more. It's always possible to do so.
Yes.
Doesn't seem right.
Later on, you don't have to do it now, but. And we are about to make it to the lake, as well. And once that is done, I'm gonna call it quits because I'm tired and I'm ready to go to sleep. So let's fucking get this done. I do actually need to download the previous stream. What happened? Okay, I'm just gonna click back in so that it will do the thing. Please. Okay. Anyway, I need to download the previous stream so that I can upload it.
Do not touch the water.
Why?
Do you know what is under the surface?
No. It's pitch black.
Then do not touch the water.
There we go. That's done. But, I think this might be... Is this... Oh, it is. Very interesting. I think some of them might be down here. I can't remember. I think there's a couple of them at her house, like, up in her little area. You can actually... I think you can go back immediately and go through. I'm gonna wait for now. Because as of right now, there's still quite a number of puzzles in here to do, and I will wait for later. We need to hit the lake. The Lake of the Nine. Lake of the Nine Realms. What's this? Ooh, a talisman. Nice. He's nice. He's very nice. Just fucking carry on. Break it and it just shrinks. It's like it's just deflating. I don't really know why I'm doing this, but you can actually get some extra stuff by doing this. Like, sometimes you'll find some hack silver kind of out and about, but we're going this way.
Now we'll get to the mountain quick. I just can't believe I'm here, doing all this. There was a time I thought I'd never leave our woods, or even my own beds.
You are not to blame for your sickness.
Oh, I know. I guess I'm just saying. This is great. There's the mountain. Look how close we are.
We flow into seawater.
How do you know?
Do you not smell it?
If that smells the sea stinks.
It actually smells pretty good. I mean, it sometimes it's a little strong.
Look at that. It's Thor.
Thor, god of thunder.
That's right. I never thought you listened when Mother spoke to the gods.
I seldom did. Did she speak of one who could feel no pain?
Oh. That sounds like Baldur.
Baldur.
An Aesir god. Son of Odin and Frigg.
And Odin is king.
That's right. Why do you ask?
We'll sail towards this light over here. Yeah, Odin is God
I
King.
see something. Just
God
sitting there
King
in the middle
Odin.
of the lake.
So does that allude anything to you about who may have been the stranger? If you've never played this game before, of course. The very few people who probably
See
haven't.
names there. His chest. I can't quite make it out.
Well, yeah, we'll just kind of zip a little bit closer here.
It reads, sacrifice your arms to the center of the water. Awaken again the cradle of the world. What? Throw our weapons into the water? Guess that won't be a problem for you. Are you gonna do it?
The axe did not return.
Surprised they even stayed in the boat. Oh shit! What's going on, Nathaniel? You came in at a bad time. Not a bad time, but I just made it to the lake, and I was actually going to stop when I made it here. So, I hate that you came in now, unless you've been here a while.
Stay calm, boy!
I am! This is great!
Oh yeah, I did post it on there briefly. Well,
Mom said he's
that was a
ready.
while ago, but
I
yeah.
don't know.
I'm glad you decided to show up. I'm actually, I'll discuss this in a minute. Oh yeah, good man, good, awesome. Yeah, you can always view this later.
That was amazing. Wait, there's a shipwreck way over there. See that?
Because it should
And
still
there's a
archive
statue
it,
of
and I've
Thor.
done
Except
the,
I can see a lot more of him now.
I have a previous stream of this as well that you can look at
And the
too.
serpent rose.
Oh, that must be why the beach wasn't there before. See? And there's the mountain. Look it. That building leads from
Look
the
it.
foot of the mountain to that golden temple.
It was all just under the surface.
Except for the statue. Good thing, huh? There's even a dock. There, next to the flag. We're going to the dock first, right? We'll be the first people to walk on it, and who knows how long.
Yeah, I'm glad you decided to show up and follow me, man. Yeah, you can always come, you can always come through, and
World and bites his own tail.
An
I'm
exaggeration.
trying to
Pretty big to me.
Oh, the Ghost of Tsushima? Nah, I haven't actually got it yet, and I do want to try it. My schedule for this, as of right now, is kind of broken up because I've just kind of like stream only on Fridays right now. I'm wanting to try to get some more games. Basically, this is kind of like the Metacritic, like user rating. So it's people go on Metacritic and they do just the user ratings of the games that they enjoy. And sometimes it can vary pretty strongly from the rating that Metacritic itself gives the game. I was gonna go through and play the top 25 percentile, basically meaning that every game that has from 100% or like a 10.0, which doesn't exist on Metacritic, down to 7.5. And of course, I want to actually play newer games too. So Ghost of Tsushima is gonna be on my list, but I don't think this weekend. I've actually spent a lot of money, so yeah, I will. So the Metacritic user rating for that game is actually trash. The Last of Us, and the I don't know exactly what why people have such a huge problem with the game, because I actually enjoyed it, and I do want to play that game at some point. And since I'm getting a new capture card soon, so I'm gonna wait till I get the new capture card before I try it out. I might play through it a second time and do the new game plus mode. So yeah. But yeah, next on the list after finishing this is going to be The Witcher 3. That's going to be a long game. But yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to playing some more. Once we finish this game, like I said, it's The Witcher, and then I just go down the list. I also have a plan to do Saturdays will be like the lower 25 percentile. So that's going to be like 0 to 2.5. You should definitely play it. It's a great fucking game. It is like it's one of the best games I've ever played, hands down. As far as Metacritic is concerned, it's the best game of all time. Essentially, there's like some other games that are like smaller with a few ratings that are better than it, apparently, as far as like rating goes. But as far as like user amount, like average score, The Witcher's like the best game of like all time. So it's ridiculous. It's such an it's got excellent gameplay, excellent story, good character progression. It's got everything you need in a good game. Of course, it has its flaws too, like every game does. But I definitely enjoyed that game. And you should definitely play it for yourself. Of course, I'll play it on here, and I don't have a problem doing that. But yeah, so like I was saying, the lower 25 percentile, and I mentioned it in my previous stream, so go watch that, and I'll kind of describe it a little different. But it's much smaller. It's a smaller list of games in comparison to the top 25 percentile, which is huge in comparison to the smaller one. So, for the lower percentile, I should say.
But how did you...
None of your fucking business. Now get in here. I got something for you. And don't go making pig eyes at my spot. I saw it first.
I don't know how many streams I currently have backlogged on the channel. You can always check them out, but some of them go on for a while.
Test our patience.
So
when word gets out about my new shop, folks will finally come out of hiding. They'll be clawing all over each other just to catch a whiff of my wares. You watch.
Brock, I don't know why you walk like that, but you know, it's whatever. Let me talk to him right quick, and then I'm probably going to end up shutting it down. I hate that you jumped in at this time because I was like, damn, fucking Daniel's here, and like, he's the only one watching my streams right now, and I'm about to fucking cut out. I had to get some rest, but yeah, this will be archived soon.
You're gonna be
so.
real happy. Catch the pile of rocks there. With that key of Yggdrasil, you can open a magic door to the branches of the World Tree. A shortcut between the realms. If you ever see him out in the world...
Okay, man, yeah. Have a good one, and be sure to check the older streams, man, and come back and finish this up as well. And I'll be on next Friday. But roughly about the same time.
Never, ever throw yourself over the edge of the path, lest you want death.
Yeah, I don't see us wanting that.
Okay, so now we got the little bitty stone thing. We can open the door and we can do fast travel. The only thing about that, the one thing I don't like about this mechanic is you currently can't actually travel from here to other places. You can only travel from other places to here. That's the only thing I don't really so much enjoy about it. But yeah. I think that's pretty much it for today. I don't think I'm going to play anything tomorrow or the next day. Pretty much just like right now I'm just streaming on Fridays. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue that. I'll get the previous stream downloaded. I'll put it on YouTube. I'll do the same thing to this one as soon as I can. I'm just really slow about getting that stuff out there so that it can be viewed. But I'm enjoying the game. I'm hoping those of you who may be watching this that have never played this game are also enjoying it as well. But anyway, that's enough of this. Next weekend, Friday, or excuse me, not next weekend, but technically just Friday. Friday next week, coming back to this 7, 8, roughly. Could be later, could be earlier. I don't know just yet. I'm trying to work around the schedule, and we'll get back to it, and we'll continue playing this game and carry on from where we left off here. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, save, drop a manual over the 7-11 because I don't want to save over some of these other ones. I haven't played this since, well, this is for a different purpose. I haven't played this since this here on November of last year. That's been a while. And that was my older save. And then that's my new game plus and everything. But yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. I really enjoyed your company. For the very few people who probably actually watched or just so happened to jump in later on. But yeah, I enjoyed playing the game tonight, and I hope to come back to it later again, and hopefully some more people watching too, maybe, possibly, we'll see. But yeah, have a good one, and see you next weekend.